Good morning. I'm Sudarshan, an associate member of the Chartered Institute of Management Account, CIMA UK, ACMA, CGMA Hall. Right. We will today I'm going to discuss about the pre-scene material. I'm in page number 40 and I'm planning to continue until page number 17. So, extracts from Daystruck's annual report, Daystruck's mission and values. So, Daystruck's mission, Daystruck gets things done. So, the idea you can get it from this wording is Daystruck gets things done mean they are more towards focus. Okay, Daystruck get things done. Okay, they are seems to be okay gets things done. How can you can get the things done? You may have a lot of factors which can influence to get things done. Okay, so for example, if you are a CIMA student and if you want to get through your examination, you have to have more practice or more work, okay, on past papers or model question papers, something like that. The same way, logistics also, they may have several years in experience, get things work done. That means, okay, they have, they know how to do things, how to get things done, excel in a particular things, okay. So get things done, maybe they have to have some expertise, skills, that they will have to rely on the skills, essential, and get things done. Okay, how you can relate, get things done, you can rely on your staffs, okay, expertise. Again, staffs, okay, you value your staffs and they will be motivated and they will be dedicated. Or get things done, maybe you have a clear strategic planning process ahead. Okay, strategic planning, okay, corporate values, corporate objectives, and very clear structures and very clear planning and very clear planning and execution. So Daystruck get things done in the logistics industry, and Daystruck's vision. So how their vision means the how they see, okay, they want to become the business, or how what they want to achieve their business, this Daystruck's business in the long term. So that is what Daystruck's vision. So Daystruck's vision is to have positive impact on all stakeholders. So it's a good sign that they are planning to, Daystruck's vision is to have a positive impact on all stakeholders. That means stakeholders means those who have stake in a business operation, business organization, business stake. It means business interest. And as you all know, Mendelov metrics, okay, there are you can group into four major, okay. That means stakeholders, those who have, okay, high values of interest and high values of control, or they have the power, okay, to influence the country, sorry, influence the company. So that is high interest and high control. That means then they may be these shareholders and all, because they have if you are not going to, okay, look at them properly, and high and other maybe, okay, that means you will have to put high uh, interest or low interest, okay, and your control level, okay, high, low, control and interest, okay. So if both high interest and high control, those you'll have to play a very good role, okay, you'll have to act on them very carefully, okay. And for the high interest, okay, but low control, okay, that means we can I can this one high, we will take some one few examples so that you will understand this, okay. Daystruck's vision is to have a positive impact on all stakeholders. So high interest and high control, okay, that means the stakeholders may be shareholders. Shareholders means they have holding their shares with the interest that they can expect some returns. So how they can expect some return? By holding these stocks shares, and it is listed in the stock market. So they have a hope that they will get some dividends, some sort of dividends, or if the directors are not proposing dividends, we will look at here, okay, if the directors are not proposing, but they are using for the future expansion purposes, then the value of the business will come, because from the retention of profits, okay, it will increase the value of the business. And the proposed investors may know that those profits, okay, non-distributed profits, will be utilized for future expansion purposes, and future expansion have the potential to generate further profits, so the value will increase. So that interest the shareholders may have, but if they are if you are giving some surprises of not distributing their profits as per the industrial norms, or if you are not doing well on your task, then the share prices may fluctuate or may drop, and that may itself may create a huge risk to Daystruck. Okay, that is the basic idea. And the second one, high interest but low control. Maybe the general public who located nearby the factories and nearby the factories around this round land, okay. Why high interest? Okay, because their values, okay, vision, okay. So that means if the what is the value, what is the policy of Daystruck's Roundland this waste management? That means what is the waste, okay, that they are, okay, in the logistics business, and they are producing emissions, and factory also, that means they may have some this internal internal logistics and inbound logistics, internal logistics and outbound logistics. So they may have some traffic involved. That means even though it is utilized and they are giving some employment, okay, so maybe it's a developed country, so the level of employment opportunities may be less. So how they are impacting, and how their, okay, expectation, okay, how this particular, so but definitely they are, if they come as a collective measure, collective stakeholder, then they have high power, but until that they have low power, but they have high interest, okay. And the other model, other one is other kind of stakeholders. One I can take it this one. That means low interest but high, low interest but high control. low interest. Maybe, okay, national media. Okay, national medias. Okay, national medias. Okay, perspective on this particular day struck. Okay, national media. Okay, how they can impact on this particular, this one is national media. So they have okay, have some discussion. Okay, as you all know, okay, these medias have particular shows or particular discussion forums, okay, and about the developments taking place about the economy, political, okay, an understanding of the roles played by the major companies and different industries, okay. uh, if they feel that if there is any necessity to discuss about the drugs operation, they may take, okay. So in that, okay, they have, okay, low interest, because national media, they will have to cover more, okay. So they have to cover political changes happening, and the developments taking place, IT or whatever scientific developments or educations, okay, about the changes in education systems, public sector, okay, there are health issues going on, NHS, so there are so many things. But since, okay, if there is a necessity, they will come and they will have a word on you, okay. So that is low interest because of their coverage, okay. They will have to cover a lot of topics, but if they come, it will be a big issue, okay, impact it may bring, okay. I will discuss about media later on. And the fourth one, low interest, uh, low interest as well, low control, okay. Maybe how can you identify on this day structs one, okay. Maybe logistics, one of okay, transport uh, services customer or something, that means they are not working together, but one of they got, okay. If the truck is providing logistics services to those kind of customers as well. Customer means usually the logistics one, we can't talk about that, we can't think about, because logistics arrangement means it's a long term, and you identify some of the customers you will be signing for a contract for long term working relationship, and that you assign your duties, okay. So you assign your duties means you clearly tell, okay, this is the logistics expectations from your side, and base trucks will plan according to their fleet of transportations availability, okay. And if your contract arrangement is assigned for a long period, and if it's profitable, even they will try to increase the number of vehicles, okay. That means they will purchase. So maybe the sources, they will sources of finance may be different, their own capital, or they will have some debt capital, maybe, okay, financial lease or something. There are ways of, or they will partnership with another logistics provider, okay, contract arrangement, but they will work for their this one, or they will, okay, have some arrangement to lease even, okay. So it depends. So that kind of, but one off, okay, that means one off intervention, those kind of stakeholders, they have less, because only they come to you for a particular transaction, and if you satisfy, they will be. So these are Daystruct's vision is to have a positive impact on all stakeholders, but it's very, keep note that it's very difficult to satisfy them all at once, okay. Because you are a business and you have multiple objectives, and there is a conflicting interest for different stakeholders, Okay, shareholders may expect to maximize their profit motive. That means profit motive, and then only it will be distributed as dividends, or it will be retained and it will help them to increase the profit, that means the value of the business. Okay, but other stakeholders, say for example employees, may expect, okay, increase in their salary, perks and benefits. That means it's that means when the management is thinking about the employee perceptions, that means training and development, that means it's a cost, but it's an investment. We call it as investment, but shareholders will think as employee benefits and it is a cost, but it is actually an investment. If they are motivated only, they will be dedicated to this, they will give their commitments and they will be dedicated and they will give out, they will outperform. Okay, that means efficient and effectiveness will come through. So that kind of conflicting objective is have to be. So Daystruck's vision is to have a positive impact on all stakeholders. So they have an idea to satisfy all, but it depends on the efficiency of the board of directors, those who are going to handle this situation. Okay, how they are. Okay, the role is to, okay, that categorizing the stakeholders and acting according to their changing perspectives. Okay, how well they are going to do is will be based on the expertise levels of the directors. Okay, executive directors and non-executive directors will guide them. So we are going to look at next that. So we'll see. Okay, so Daystruck's vision is to have a positive impact on all stakeholders through the provision of sustainable supply chain strategies and services. So sustainable means it's an ongoing. That means it's not a one-off. It's a very clearly defined and well planned for the long-term planning ahead, okay, and implementation. So that is what provision of sustainable. Sustainable means it's not conflicting with your environment. Okay, you will think about your environment where you are working. Okay, you are a corporate company, you are a corporate organization, so your organization is generating profits. In return, okay, you should, okay, be thankful to the environment where you operate. That is the basic idea. So that is what sustainable business organization, be thankful and make sure that you are friendly with your environment and every stakeholders, and they will, it will make sure you succeed your business throughout the throughout the continued business operation. Okay, Daystruck's core values. So core values means the main values. What are the things they are mainly looking at, which is important for Daystrucks to excel and to make them successful in their continued operation of the business in the logistics industry. So first they are indicating in this pre-seen material, Daystruck is passionate, passion. Okay, it's a culture, passion. I am passionate about my qualification, CIMA. Okay, that means I am a I am an associate member of the Institute of Chartered Management Accountants, CIMA UK. Passion, that means you value, you feel proud about that. Okay, so Daystruck is passionate about providing excellent service. Excellent service means you'll have to be think about continued development. That means Kaizen will have to come in this time, okay, in this occasion. That means you'll have to improve continuously. Okay, you'll have to always think about the improvement on your process, on your policy, on your CO2 carbon emission, to reduce your CO2 carbon emission level, and always you'll have to think how you can improve, okay, by satisfying, okay, that means more efficient and effectiveness, okay, in reducing CO2 as well, working with your customers, how you can reduce the time of deliveries and how you can deliver more, okay, that means information systems, information technology, and how on the road, okay, how the infrastructures, okay, management, everything, okay. So this truck, Days Truck is passionate about providing excellent service, that means continued improvement. So Kaizen will have to come, and that means they will have to always think about how they are doing now, and what they will have to look around what competitors are doing, and they will have to look in addition what are the developments taking place in other countries. Even if it is a developed country, still there may be other countries who is also already developed, and what are the practices they are making, what are the moves they are making, and if there is any moves which may be beneficial for Days Trucks as well, so they can also understand those business models or business practices, and they can implement to here at Days Truck, okay. So that is excellent, okay. And that means they will have to understand that there is a room for improvement. That is the basic idea. That will only give you excellent, or you will have to put more and more on investments. That means investment on information systems and technology. That enhanced information systems only, it will help you to interact with, okay, intra-extra networks, okay, local area network, wide area network. And if there is a research and development, okay, that means what is the report says, okay, what is the annual reports of your competitors, okay, how they are doing, what is their CSR projects they are undertaking, and what is the how they, that means governance, okay, governance, okay, internal values, okay, all you should understand. That is excellent, okay, excellent service. That will only enhance your excellent service, right? Then Days Trucks delivers excellent service at all times. So that means they are planning about delivers excellent service at all times. They are planning to deliver excellent at every time. That means how you can deliver excellent service mean you will have to have a proper internal controls as well, okay. Internal controls mean zero defects, or your that means quality, okay. You will have to reduce the level of internal defects, or some that mean through the improved, okay, procurement policy, okay, through the improved procurement policy. That means your waste, you should be able to reduce your waste. That means if you are skills workers, okay, that means if you are having a skilled worker, okay, skilled driver, okay, he may know how to drive on the road, okay, he will be very cautious, okay, he will not damage, okay, the public awareness, okay, he will not okay, damage the public expectation or awareness, okay. They will do accordingly, they will drive accordingly. So expertise, okay, and training, it enhances, okay. So excellent service, that means, okay, quality, that means internal quality failures and external failures. External qualities means once it reaches to your customers, what are the impacts which comes from, okay, the product reaches to your customer. That means external failures. And what, okay, within it reaches, that means within your internal organization, you are understanding the defects, that means quality not suitable things, that means substandard quality, and you are, okay, on your quality checks, and you are taking measures, and the cost involved on that, okay, even for the quality checks and rejects, okay, some sort of things that is internal, okay, quality failure cost. And if it is passed to the customer, and if there is a complaint come from the customer and you are acting for those complaints and you are rectifying, or those costs will be external, okay. It may damage your reputation as well. It is a cost involved for replacing and everything. So Daystructs delivers excellent service at all times. So you'll have to improve on reducing the external failures, but internal, okay, internally also you'll have to buy training and development, and always think there is a room for improvement because the environment is changing, so new technology is happening. So always implementation on, and be a stand on the edge of excellence, okay. That means edge means always give the maximum you can, okay, right. And third one, Daystructs acts with integrity in dealing with its stakeholders. Integrity means honesty, and you should be smart to tell what is your plan is actually. Go straight and smart and tell what is truth and honest. That means tell directly what you are doing, okay. That means that is what the integrity means, honesty in your work, okay. Business is for business, okay. So business is for business means you define your business and act on that, okay. And make sure that you are satisfying your most important stakeholders, shareholders as well, the other stakeholders, legislatory as well, okay. Whoever important and whoever you are working with for a long time period, understand them and act on them, okay. Understand and satisfy them. They also happy, you also happy, and you will be there as a sustainable entity as logistics business, okay. So Daystructs acts with integrity in dealing with stakeholders, okay, right. And Daystructs trust and respects its employees and provides a safe working environment. So respect, that means employee is the key. Why employee is the key? If you understand your employees and if you motivate them only, they will give some belonging to the company. In this particular occasion, they will belong to Daystructs and they will give some commitment and they will deliver deliveries. That means outcome, okay. So if you want to take the outcome, that is the performance of the company, that means that will only showcase what is Daystruct, okay, how committed as a socially responsible business organization and how they are effective towards achieving the logistics, okay, industrial perspective, objective perspective. So management is good, okay. So Daystruct, you should manage them good, okay. So Daystruct trust and respect its employees and provides a safe working environment. So logistics business organization means lots of fleets of transportation and lots of management. So always a safe working environment is most important. Now we are coming to corporate governance, topic corporate governance, where I am going to looking at Daystructs board of directors. So board of directors means, board of directors are the agents of the business organization. Agents means, okay, they are the representatives or agents to act on behalf of the shareholders. Representatives to run the business on behalf of the shareholders, okay. So directors means they will take the decision making process and they will, okay, run the business on behalf of the shareholders, and their responsibility is to maximize profits. But while with the task of maximizing profits, okay, while maximizing profits, okay, they will also consider about the satisfying most of the stakeholders. That means sustainable organization, sustainability of the business organization. It is not for a one-off business operation for a particular year. It should be, they should be there for a particular period, okay, long term. So Destruct's board of directors, Mabilami Meleka, non-executive chair. Non-executive chair. That means non-executive directors chair. The head of non-executive director is Mabilami Maleka. So Mabilami had a long and successful career as a politician. So what is the understanding you can get is, as a politician, he may have some contacts with other politicians as well. So administrative perspectives, okay, he may have some good contacts. Okay, it may help in getting, if there is any processes of license on transportations of logistics, okay, license or permits or something like that. His contacts may be useful, okay, to address on business meetings for one of this one or something, okay, carry or his name as a, okay, non-executive chair may reflect in the financials, so it may even help. So in that, okay, career as a politician, including spending 2 years as a junior minister for railways. So he have a work related, that means industrial related experience as well, okay, including spending 2 years as a junior minister for railways, junior minister, okay, that means he knows, okay, he have a basic idea about, okay, non-executive directors, okay, they have expertise. Usual perception is they have their relate expertise in their that means they, when you are studying, okay, you may be knowing that, okay, those are the retired bases, that means they are not full-time, but they will share their expertise, okay, so it's coming here. So including spending 2 years as a junior minister for railways, that means direct, okay, this is also logistics, and they are one of the transport mode is rail, and we have seen the other one is sea and air freight. So rail, he is a junior minister for railways, 2 years, okay. She has now retired from politics. That means she is not interested, or she may be thinking that being and working as a non-executive chair is more, maybe, I don't know, but maybe too much of workload as a politician, or maybe she is not interested, or maybe too much of pressures to handle, whatever, okay, but she is no more at politics, okay, she has now retired from politics. In addition to her position on Daystruck's board, that means in addition to Daystruck's, she is a visiting professor of economics. So this point is also worth, that means she have a visiting professor of economics at Central City University. That means he have an understanding about the economics perspective. Economics means, okay, how, okay, the business economy works, okay, the how the overall economy works, and what is the, okay, business confidence, okay, that means everyone will have to believe on the economy, okay, to boost or recession, okay, to growth or recession, she may understand, and accordingly she may guide the business to move, okay. Okay, so she may okay, help. This is the basic only I'm talking about, okay. In a recession, what you should do, and in a economic growth, okay, boost, okay, what you should do, okay. So there is a cycle of economic cycle. So she may be, okay, because she have some knowledge, okay, background knowledge, so she may be using, okay. So professor of economics at Central City University. Mabelemi joined Daystruck's board in 2020. So now we are in 2023. So this is about 2020 she has joined. So she is now working for 3 years. So she is established with this particular organization. Right. The other one, Doreen Sampat, Chief Operating Officer. So that means Chief Operating Officer means operations, means the everyday day-to-day business of the organization. Okay, so chief means the head of everyday doing this particular business organization, pushing business towards the success or towards the excellence. Okay, so Doreen's Sampat, Chief Operating Officer, COO. Doreen holds a heavy goods vehicles license. So maybe this Doreen holds a heavy goods vehicles license. So he may drive any sort of vehicle, okay. So that means he have driven, okay. He is a driver, so he knows, okay. That means he knows he is the head for operations, and he has come, okay. Why they are giving this Doreen holds a heavy goods vehicles license means he may come across of the logistics as a driver. That means he comes from the basics. That means he knows everything. If you do and get excel, that means you understand and you know what's happening around the environment. So that may be helpful than being educated or something. So you are having a driving license means, okay, to get the heavy driving license mean you'll have to drive, okay. Then only, that means light driving license, then only heavy for holding for a particular year. So maybe Doreen holds a heavy goods vehicle license. So definitely that means he's there for a period of time as driver. So she is in the stand from basics, okay. She worked in a food warehouse after leaving school, right. So she started after leaving school. That means much experience, exposures, okay. Leaving school. So after leaving school, rather than, okay, believing on qualifications, educational qualification, she joined, okay. And the experience she gained is going to help here, okay. So school, during which time she learned to operate forklift. So she knows how to operate forklifts also. She went on to learn how to drive articulated trucks. So after that, once she is okay, comfortable with these forklifts, articulated trucks also, how to drive. She joined Daystrucks in 2002, so she joined somewhere in 2002, and now 2023, more than 21 years of experience as a trainee warehouse manager. So trainee warehouse manager, so she knows what is the basic practices undertaken by Daystrucks. Daystrucks means it's a company, business organization. So Daystruck itself may have some, okay, culture that means it own value, okay, own value. So that she may be having, but she joined Daystrucks in 2002. Now we are in 2023. So 2002, 2022, 23, almost 21 years continuous as chief operating officer. Maybe she knows in and out, but she is doing she is okay not changed, that operations head is not changed for 21 years means, that means the external, that means there is no change. Okay, there is, okay, there is not, I'm not telling, there is a chance that there is no change in the head of operations. So it may be a positive as well as negative. Okay, if there is a positive means 21 years experience, that means she may be knowing what is happening around, okay, in the operations for logistics. But on the same stand, okay, she may not understand what's happening in the external, because if there is a, if the instructor recruits, okay, a new one, okay, he may be coming from out and he may be knowing, he may have worked, okay, outside, okay, and she may be knowing what they are practicing outside, and she may bring, he or she may bring that, okay, expertise to Daystruck. But here unfortunately this is 21, she is working for 21 years continuously. So who knows, it may be a definite advantage, okay, distinct advantage, or maybe a definite disadvantage. Wait and see. It depends on your unseen material as well. Okay, Daystruck's 2002 as a trainee warehouse manager. She completed part-time MBA degree. Part-time MBA degree, that means he have some qualifications, paperwork qualifications as well. Okay, and that means she maybe understand that it's necessary to progress with the career to for strategic positions. So MBA degree, after which she was promoted to various management roles within the company. So she may be various roles, that means she may be, that means one person at one time, maybe one person, one role for over a period of time, you may say it's repetition. Okay, but she may be rotated means that is a good policy. That means she may learn something and it may be boring after a particular time or time period, and they want, okay, bring the they can learn up to a level, okay, then it is diminishing, their learning will be diminishing. So it's better to rotate, okay, around the chair, even a board, okay, you may rotate their, okay, roles, okay, then only they will with the different roles, okay, that mean duties, they may bring different values to the business, okay, different ideas at least, okay. So promoted to various management roles within the company, it may be okay, motivating, it may be helpful to motivate, okay. Doreen joined Daystruck's board in 2017. So board itself, she is there for 2017, so 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, more than 5 years, so re-elected or something. Board of in the annual general meeting, okay, everything, okay, that means you'll have to come, okay, you will have to position you for the re-election of board member or something, because it's directors, okay, that means, okay, that also you should be considered, right. And Rasim Hamid, Chief Finance Officer. So CFO, which is relevant for your studies as well, CFO, Chief Financial Officer, finance management role as well. So Rasim is a qualified accountant. Qualified, that means she qualified accountant. He, that means qualified accountant means he is having a qualification in finance, CFO. He spent much of his career working for a leading supermarket company. So his experience in a supermarket company. So what is happening in a supermarket, okay, basic ideas, and he may have some ideas, okay, what's happening, what is the replenishment process, and how you take the deliveries, and how you interact with your vendors and your customers, means is it on the mall, or you will be delivering. Okay, it depends. Okay, and how you are going to manage your delivery vehicles, if you are undertaking something like that. Okay, supermarket company, during which time he completed his professional training and worked his way up to a senior management role in the finance function. He joined, so finance function chief, so senior management role in the finance function, maybe. Okay, senior management role. Okay, maybe a management accountant or finance manager or finance controller. Okay, it's not mentioned, but senior management role. Okay, right, maybe given in the, you will be provided with in the unseen material. He joined Daystruck in 2015 as chief accountant. So he joined here as chief accountant. Okay, that means the head of accountant, and was promoted to CFO, chief finance officer, in 2019. Now we are in 2023 August. Okay, right. And Andrea Lopes, chief information officer, so she is from the background of information systems and information technology. Andrea studied data science at university. So data science, her core competence is data science. After graduating, she worked in logistics management. So she is worked, that means gained some experience in logistics management with a variety of manufacturing companies. So manufacturing companies, so she worked for manufacturing companies. She joined Daystrucks in 2017. So manufacturing companies means, so she has some experience what the manufacturing companies do. Okay, how they are interacting with getting, okay, vendors, the raw materials and components, okay, and to the customers. Okay, maybe a corporate customer, so like Nestle. Okay, their customers is not direct to the consumer. Okay, distributors. So the same manufacturing companies, they distribute to the distributors. Okay, not the customers, means it's distributors, not the end customers. Okay, that means consumers. Okay, careful. So she joined Daystrucks in 2017 as and after graduating, she worked in logistics management with a variety of manufacturing companies. She joined Daystrucks in 2017 as a senior IT manager. So she joined as a senior IT manager, information technology manager. She was promoted to her present position on the board as chief information officer in 2020. So now we are in 2023 August, replacing replacing Henrik Jerding as CIO. So before she comes into this position, Henrik Jerding was as a senior information officer. Okay, and the next person is Max Foster, human resources director, a very important person. Everyone are important, but you should look at their qualifications and experience, how it may be worthwhile for Daystruck's perspective, what they have gained on their education and what they have gained from their experience, and how they can use that qualification and experience to Daystruck's competency or excellence of business operation. That is the way you should expect, you should do in the do on your examination. So Max Foster, why I have from my blood, it is important, means human resources. So who is the person to make everyone successful, or who will be the person to make everyone demotivated? Okay, human resource. Okay, so if he is not acting, properly, everyone will not be motivated to that level. But if he's a very strategic and okay intellectual person, then the story will be different. That means very active. Okay, so Max Foster, human resources director. Max has significant experience of human resource management. So significant means you'll have to look at the years of experience or the successful stories. Okay, so Max has significant experience of human resource management. Maybe they are talking about the years at a senior level. So he positioned as senior for a long period. He was HR director. That means he worked as a human resources director at a major quoted construction company. So construction company, what you do? Okay, if there is any construction company means it's you should understand what are the okay construction companies work involved. Okay, maybe you will have to deliver the construction material, logistics is involved, and construction company procurement involved. Logistics means you transport the construction material into, even this particular company have formed due to the construction of a particular okay this was formed okay due to the construction of logistics requirement of construction industry. So same okay construction company means okay, that means construction material, building materials. Okay, so you will have to transport logistics and you will have to procurement. That means you will have to buy, okay, buying at efficient prices, efficient and effectiveness on your buying. That means internal checks, quality checks. Okay, so that is procurement. And logistics, that means again corporate responsibility towards your values of logistics. Okay, less emission to carbon emission to the environment. And okay, and what is this construction company? So what are the staffs involved? Okay, carpenters, builders, okay, builders and civil engineers, okay, and designers, okay, planning, okay, building plan, okay, about the story of the stories, number of stories or flats or apartments or whatever. Okay, so it's not given, but you should understand okay what sort of okay background. Okay, so major quoted construction company before joining Daystrucks board. That means major quoted means listed, mean it's a big organization. So maybe he have the expertise of building from hospital to okay apartments, flats and schools to public sector NHS hospitals with different infrastructures and everything. Okay, and even road even. Okay, so he may be having, so he know okay he may be having much expertise on okay recruiting people, expertise in recruiting people and motivating, giving, providing okay training and development and retention of employees, the importance of retention of employees. And Professor Hong Yu Liu, senior independent director. So this is one of the independent director, that means non-executive director. Hong Yu had a successful career in academia, largely as a Hong Yu had a successful career in academia. He is successful at academia, largely as a professor of management science at Capital City University. So he is from a more, his expertise from academics. That means not performed in real business, okay, but he have a very good understanding and education. That means learning about the business models and everything he may be knowing. Okay, that means he has learned okay, but he is not yet practiced. Okay, so who is the one is going to be uh, going to criticize about executive director's efficiency? So whether he have the capability of actually, whether he have the capability of guiding the business, there is a question mark, but he is good at academics. Okay, learning. Okay, so Hong Yu had a successful career in academia, latterly as a professor of management science at Capital City University. She joined Daystruck's board as an independent director in 2019. So 2019 she joined, combining that with convening the management committee of Capital City Hospital. So combining with convening the management committee of Capital City Hospital. So management committee, she have been elected as a committee member for management committee in Capital City Hospital also. She was appointed Daystruck Senior Independent Director in 2021. Senior Independent Director, but she doesn't have experience. Okay, if you have experience, you know how it is actually happening. And if your colleagues are going wrong, that means your executive director as a non-executive director, if your executive directors are, there is any mistakes, if you foresee that they are going to make any mistakes on their operations, you can criticize or you can alert them in advance. But if you have a pure background of academics, okay, there is a lack of experience in the real world environment, make a note. Okay, right. And Carl Dabas, independent non-executive director. Carl has an engineering background. So engineering means the design and specifications, okay, and networks, okay, everything. Okay, so Khaled Abbas, independent non-executive director. Khaled has an engineering background. He spent most of his career worked for a leading vehicle manufacturer. So he's from vehicle manufacturer, worked for a leading vehicle manufacturer, latterly as director of innovation. That means new idea, innovation coming from your mind, internal mind, okay? Different idea, how you can design different, okay? That means in cars, okay? How you can differentiate BMW, Benz and Lamborghini, okay? Efficiency of your engines, okay? You feel convenient in driving, they say BMW, okay? And how you can this Benz, okay, prestige, okay, Lamborghini, okay, and what will be the other factors for cars, okay? That means electric and hybrid cars, that means, okay, towards CO2 emission, okay, that means, okay, towards the less emission, waste to the CO2 emission to the environment friendly, okay, go green policy, okay, so that means hybrid and even electric cars, okay, if the infrastructure, that means the charging facilities, charging cables around supermarkets are now somewhere it's installed, but if you can be convenient, most of the people is going to change over from hybrid to electric cars. So the government is also going to encourage on those change. So understand those in advance. So he is from, okay, Kale has an engineering background. He spent most of his career worked for a leading vehicle manufacturer. So he is a manufacturer, so he may have understanding of what's happening in a particular factory, and okay, how the information systems really helps, okay, or how by the use of information systems, how you are interacting with your vendors and customers, and for a real world environment, okay, real world business, okay, how the information systems, okay, the threats also, that means virus attacks, okay, that means purposely someone may hack your competitors, and how firewall measures and how the protective measures you can take, and what is the cost involved, and what to what extent you should be rely on the information systems, everything, okay, because he is there, okay, in the business for previously, so he may be having more understanding. So he spent most of his career worked as a leading vehicle manufacturer, latterly as director of innovation. Okay, director for innovation means come up with different models and business practices. He retired from full-time employment in 2018. So very recently he have, that means 3 years before only he have retired. That means until that he was active in decision making processes. So the gentleman with active decision making, that means, okay, brain to share, that means intellectual knowledge, okay. So since then he has so non-executive director, very suitable because he is manufacturer for vehicles, okay, so cars, okay, make a note, okay, and understanding. Since then he has combined his role on Daystrucks board with convening a professional engineering bodies outreach program to encourage school pupils to consider a career in engineering. So since then he has combined, that means together combined his role in Daystrucks board with convening a professional engineering bodies outreach program to encourage school pupils to consider a career in engineering. That means he is now inviting school pupils to consider a career in engineering. That means he is very still he believes the importance of engineering, and engineering, I think he's enjoyed his career. He enjoyed his career as an engineer, innovative, that means engineer, leading vehicle manufacturer, that means background. He spent most of his career work for a leading vehicle manufacturer, largely as a director of innovation. So coming up with innovation means you think in your own and independently. That means you should experience from your mind, you should be happy, then only you may think I am worth enough to come up with new ideas. Okay, if you are demotivated, you won't come up with, okay, if you are limited with your ideas of thinking, you may not come up with new ideas. So if you enjoy your work, and if you feel that you are you are delivering the excellent to the business, then you will come up with, because you are enjoying, and you may think that you want to, okay, deliver more, okay, you want to contribute more, that itself, okay, adequate enough to come up with new ideas. So Kale has an engineering background. So he spent most of his career worked for a leading vehicle manufacturer, latterly as a director of innovation, coming up with new ideas and processes. And he retired from full-time employment in 2018. So 18, just 3 years before, 3 or not 3, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, about 5 years, but still very recently you can take. Since then, he has combined his role on Daystrucks board with convening a professional engineering bodies outreach program to encourage skilled pupils to consider career in engineering. That means he believes, okay, that engineering is a, okay, enjoyment, and you can enjoy by learning. Okay, so that is a good man to, okay, as a non-executive director. Okay, Natalie Brulett, independent non-executive director. So Natalie worked for Roundlands Department of Transport for most of her career. So Natalie was Roundlands Department of Transport. So he is in the public sector, and relevant public sector Department of Transport for most of her career. So coordination, then she also have the understanding, relevant experience, okay, public sector, but relevant experience as transport. I said relevant means transport, okay. Natalie worked for Onland's Department of Transport for most of her career. She had reached a senior position by the time of her retirement. So senior position, she was staying in the senior position at the time of retirement. So she was there by knowing everything, okay, by being in the actual business model, business practices. She was involved in drafting legislation on a variety of issues. Understand this point, okay. There will be some license or permits issued for logistics, but for transportation. So here she is the one, okay, she was involved in drafting legislation on a variety of issues, okay, including revisions to motorway speed limits and updating the test required for driving licenses. So speed limits and updating the test required for driving licenses. So she was behind the speed limits. That means what roads, okay, can be allowed with speed limits, okay. If there is a bend or something, you can't take that speed, okay, by being practical, okay. And you should understand, okay, on that, and the importance to minimize the traffic as well to reduce the harm by giving the speed, okay, by enhancing the speed limits also. That means there will be some accidents may cause, so that also, okay, can they drive, okay, if that road is enough, okay, that means conveniently enough to ride through, okay. So something like that. So including revisions to motorway speed limits and updating the test required for driving licenses. So what skills actually needed to get through your driving license. So Natalie joined Ace Truck Sport when she retired from government service in 2021. So actual legislations what has developed, okay, during 2021 she is updated, okay, and after that she got, okay, retired, but maybe she is interested to update the things, okay, happening, okay, because some of the people, even if at the after their retirement, they will update by, okay, because they enjoy their profession, they did, and they enjoy, okay, they will continuously enjoy. So maybe that Natalie also. And director's responsibilities on a chart. Henrik Gerding, Chief Executive Officer, CEO. So CEO is the Henrik. He is the CEO, Chief Executive Officer. He is the chair for driving the decision making process. And Doreen Sampet comes under because everyone are reporting to the Chief Executive Officer, CEO, that is the head of operations, sorry, head of the board, and where the one of the other chairman the board is Doreen Sampet. So he is the Chief Operating Officer. So comes under most relevant and for this logistics operations. He is the for the operation side. So responsibilities is usually focus on transportation. So transportation means how to transport from destination to destination. Liaison with clients, that means clients also. He is liaising with clients means he may be meeting frequently, he will be arranging some meetings, okay, business meetings, to discuss about if there is any, okay, conflicts, resolving the conflicts, or to enhance or to okay, advance the relationship or to okay improve the relationship, so something, okay. So liaison with clients. And warehouse operations, that means warehouse operations also, that means he may be going okay direct to the site and looking at what is happening warehouse, and whether the internal control systems are okay, all may be okay set in the paper, but it's not implemented at the warehouse. That may be there, okay. That means all you can put this I want to achieve, but if you are not achieving, that means implementation is not there, that means it's not effective. So he is the one, he will have to go warehouse operations, so he'll have to go to the site and see what's happening around. Right, and Rasim Hamid, Chief Finance Officer, the finance perspective. So he will be given responsibility for financial reporting. That means he is the person, financial reporting. That means you'll have to understand the listing requirement, financial reporting for this day struck. Okay, the international financial reporting standards. Okay, he will have to understand the IFRS new updates and reporting requirements, and he will have to understand the notes to the financial statements, okay, CSR activities, if they are undertaking any forms of any kind of CSR activities, governance, internal measures, internal control, and management accounting. Management accounting means key performance indicators will be set for this logistics, okay, clients basis, so delivery basis or whatever, okay, and performance measures should be monitored, okay, what is planned and what is actual and standard, okay. If there is any rooms for improvement time to time, that is what management accounting. And internal controls also, that means internal audits, okay, he can form some internal audit committees on various perspectives, okay, and he will have to monitor what is happening, how overall the internal control system. And treasury, that means to manage your finances, okay. That means you have the responsibility to make use of your own capital, share capital, and retain profits and everything. At the same time, you may have to understand that what is the use of, what is the advantage you can make use of debt capital also, debt finance, because your other debt forms of finance also you can, because you are listed in the stock market. So okay, or you can reach financial institutions also, that is also debt, loans or other forms of this one, like shares also, debenture issues or something also you can you can make use, okay. And Andrea Lopes, okay, Andrea, so Chief Information Officer, so she is the IT, so IT operations, information technology operations, that means what is your, she is the one deciding of what is the information technology they are going to use, okay, and management information systems, and management information systems, and what is the tailor, okay, information system which is required for this particular day's truck, and what is the firewall measures, and what is the, okay, this who can hack, okay, and how they can prevent, and what are the protective measures, and how they can back up if there is a, okay, that if they, okay, if something happens to their information system, how their backup system is going to work, something like that. IT operations and IT security, okay, again IT security systems, okay, that means measures to prevent hacking, and this IT security mean password protections and firewall systems of authority and responsibility. That means responsible persons will have to access the relevant information, not more information is provided, because if you provided with more information that they can misuse. So it's better you are allowing the access of information only for the purposes of use. Okay. So IT security and software maintenance and development. That means one particular software at the time of when you are purchasing a software, it may be worthwhile, but when you grow, okay, when you start to grow, your scale of business will be growing, and thereby you are developing the business is also going to develop. So that means it's better, okay, you should understand that the need for the IT also